Hi folks, welcome to this week's newsletter video, and I'm in Tias this week just to show you a bit of the town, which is kind of a dormitory town for Puerto del Carmen. So a lot of people who work there or who once lived there moved up into the hills at Tias, and I'm starting off by showing you the terrific views you get from up here. We're looking down at Puerto del Carmen now at the Matagorda end of it, and if I sweep across a bit you can also see the airport and the runway, and in the distance you'll probably be able to see the Grand Hotel in Arrecife. It's a hot day. It's about 29 degrees at the moment, but we've got that sort of whitish cloud rather than blue sky, which we tend to get at this time of year, July and August. Today is Wednesday and it's currently 20 past 12, so it's sort of lunchtime-ish. And I'm just sweeping around to show you a bit more of Tias. We'll go into the town a little bit later. Tias is so called, Tias, or Tia in Spanish means aunt, and it was named after the mayor's aunt's place. So it was the place named after Las Tias de, and I can't remember his name to be honest, but hence the name, Tias. And it's an interesting mixture of some very nice old rural properties, but also some larger, more modern villas, and there's a proper high street which I'll walk you down in a few minutes. I'm sort of at the back of the town now, and you can see a lovely view there across to Fuerteventura, and you see the difference in architecture here. There's a traditional stone built building, on the right a more modern bungalow, duplexes, and this kind of Gaudi-esque place. And we're in Avenida Central now, which is in any British or Irish town would be called the High Street. So there are quite a lot of bars and restaurants down here, plenty of shops. I'll just walk you down a little bit. There's the lovely little church. They have a Belen, a nativity display there every Christmas. Of course, Tias Ayuntamiento is here in the town as well, and they're responsible for this town and also Puerto del Carmen. Sorry about the noise of the wind, it's a typical windy July day here, 1st of July. Parking's often an issue here. There's also quite a good supermarket just down the road, coming up on the left shortly. But there are a couple of things I want to show you at the top. I won't bore you with too much time just wandering down the high street. Magma Cycling Cafe, quite well known here amongst cyclists. Place to stop for a bite of lunch. Right at the bottom of this road is Ferreteria Tias, the original island hardware store. They got several branches now, but the first one was here at the bottom of this road. There's the Iperdino supermarket. You can see on the left, that's quite a good one. We used to shop there many years ago. Another church here. A couple of tapas bars, La Ermita and Un Mio over there, and this is the Municipal Theatre, or Teatro Municipal. Have some excellent events on there when we're not in any kind of lockdown. So I'll just give you a last look at the high street before we move on to the next place. I spotted this sign just now, Proxima Construcción, viviendas y locales comerciales, so it means there's going to be shops and living accommodation down there. And that takes you down to Ferreteria Tias, La Caixa Bank, and the rest of the high street shops and businesses. No town in Lanzarote is complete without its own ruin, and there's a cracker right in the middle of Tias with was quite a spacious property, lots of land around it too, and sea views. Hopefully someone will take that on one day. Tias very much has a feel of a provincial, traditional Spanish town, much more so than the resort areas of Lanzarote. Now I've come right up the hill to La Candelaria, not only because the little church here is just beautiful, with those two mountains behind, and this lovely paved area here, but also because the views are spectacular from up here. And if I come and pause over here, this little pan is Tias. So you can see how big the town has grown. It's been the fastest growing town in Lanzarote over the last 20 years. It has one of the highest immigrant populations. Almost half of the people who live in Tias are immigrants, mainly from the UK. Looking down the hill again here, you can see Puerto del Carmen. If it wasn't quite so breezy, you'd also be able to see Fuerteventura really clearly from here. And I'll just go the other way so we can capture a bit of Arrecife and the airport. Rather a nice finca here. I like the doors and the windows. And it's got a little roof terrace as well. I bet they're great views from that. Yeah, not an amazing view down to Arrecife, but there it is. And if I sort of go around the corner a bit, you can see the airport and the control tower as well. So that's it from Tias. I hope you enjoyed the little tour of one of Lanzarote's bigger towns now. Catch up with you next week. Bye for now.